Hello, one and all. How are you on this bright and beautiful Friday afternoon? I hope you are doing good. I forgot to bring up my chat. Oh well. Let's see. Let me get that up now so we can see. Live control room. Live control. Okay, we're all set up. So we are in part four of the monster of chapter two. The Why the Hulk Always Wins. Doesn't this sound like something you might have escaped? Doesn't sound doesn't this sound like something that might have escaped the lips of the guilt-tortured Bruce Banner? I do not understand what I do. For what I want to do, I do not do, but what I hate, I do. For I have the desire to do what is good, but I cannot carry it out. For what I do, for what I do is not the good I want to do. No, the evil I do not want to do, this I keep doing. Now, if I do what I do not want to do, it is no longer I who do it, but it is the sin living in me that does it. The words exactly are from the Apostle Paul's description of the power of sin in human life. Romans 7, chapter 7, verse 15, and verses 18 through 20. Paul appears to write from the bitter personal experience. Can you relate? At one time or another, hasn't each of us been perplexed and disgusted by our own actions? We swear we'll never do it again. We swear we'll never do a certain things again. Then just a few weeks later, or hours later, we find ourselves doing exactly that. Again, we are horrified by our own weakness and resolve once more to be done with past behavior. But far too soon, we're back at it. Why is it so hard to escape our destructive patterns? Reason? Why do our carefully reasoned plans, our guilt-driven resolutions, and our this time for sure vows prove so often inadequate? In the terms of superhero writers, the Hulk is the stronger. The Hulk is the stronger than we are. In terms of comic strip writers as characters, Pogo would say, "We have met the enemy, and he is us." In terms I've used from the pulpit, when a sinner wrestles with himself, he cannot win. Bruce Banner plight mirrors miserable plight mirrors the experience of sinful humanity. Sin is a progressive disease. Sin never comes just this far and stops. The desert Bedouins have cautionary saying: if you let the desert Bedouins, have a cautionary saying: if you let a camel put his nose in your tent on a chilly night, by morning the camel will be in the tent and you will be out in the cold. Sin is insatisfiable. Bruce Banner's doomed efforts to master the Hulk remind us of our own futile strategies for quelling sin. First, Bruce Banner draws the line and determines the limits. The Hulk can emerge at night, but at no other time. The monster can only come this far. We allow sin a toehold and no more. As soon as sin crosses the line, we stamp it out. I'll flirt a little, but as far as I'll flirt a little, but that's as far as it goes, we tell ourselves. I'll stop after 3 drinks. I know when I've had enough. Oh, excuse me. It can't hurt to listen to the gossip as long as I don't pass it on. But as soon as the Hulk breaks the leash, the beast starts appearing in the daylight. The monster crosses the boundary, and regaining control is harder than we expected. So Banner tries another tack. He can't control the Hulk, so he works out a compromise. After all, Banner has to live in the real world, and the Hulk is a reality. The Hulk can share Banner's existence, but only when expended, when unavoidable. The Hulk can have his way. We too make a weak treaty with sin. We find handy excuses to justify our compromises. We don't like lying, but sometimes there's no other way to get by in this world. Why should I be the only one following rules? I can't stay in business if I don't bend my scruples. Whenever things get too tough, Banner frees the Hulk. The scientist forgets that he once got along quite well on his own. Strangely, the Hulk's presence becomes ever more existential or essential. Sorry. At some point, compromise becomes the norm, and we exercise our principles just enough to maintain appearances. In the topsy turvy reversal, the Hulk runs rampant, and we restrain the brute only when absolutely necessary. Finally, a panicky Bruce Banner acknowledges his failure. The Hulk is gaining ground. So the hapless scientist looks for help from a new invention, a machine that will control the transformation. It's not unlike the self talk any one of us has engaged in on occasion. At least there's the answer we've been looking for. This pill we will this pill we make this pill will make everything all right. The self-help book will save me. The support group will be my life preserver. Not that anyone should be embarrassed to seek assistance, far from it. Asking for help is usually the wisest and healthiest option. It's the expectation that's often unrealistic, the pursuit of a quick fix, the search for someone else to take responsibility for our wholeness, the hope for a gimmick that will save us while we encounter self-destructive behavior. Without a spiritual core, however, the props the props any of us leans on turn out to be broken crutches. We dare to hope things can be different. We make a little progress in the beginning. For a while things get better, then the Hulk rears his head. The gamma ray machine fails, the medication only masks the symptoms, the self help regime cracks and crumbles. The Hulk is free again and stronger than ever. The Hulk is like sin, which is like an addiction that always demands little more than last time. Haven't we all seen the addiction at work? Haven't we all seen decent people drink themselves to death? Intelligent people eat themselves into the grave, and gamblers lose everything: family, home, job, savings, dignity, because they needed just one more win. The reality is, humans can never make peace with the Hulk because the Hulk will settle for nothing less than complete mastery. I tell you the truth, Jesus said, everyone who sins is a slave to sin. John chapter 8, verse 34. Tomorrow or hey Bob, cool. I'm not sure whether I'll do this tomorrow or not. I said about doing it. I'll do something tomorrow afternoon for everybody, or whether I'll save this till Monday. The last bit of the Hulk, chapter 2, and then we'll be on to Batman. Okay, so what were you cleaning? Your room? Did your mother tell you to clean your room? My mom doesn't tell me that anymore. I tell myself that now. Okay, so we are doing my character Black Camion. The whole house. Oh, well, getting paid's always good to do it. So are you saving all that money up for something? Or do you spend it as fast as you make it? My phone, internet. Oh, so you pay for your phone and internet with that money? Cool. Ah, okay, yeah, I see. Or you want internet while traveling. To be more precise, you don't really need it. Cool. Oh, I already shared. Sorry, forgot to share. Yeah, well, I think that makes my point a little bit more that you need it even less because you're a teenager. I didn't have it when I was a teenager. I got by quite fine. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you use it to watch me for sure. Cool. Yeah, I like listening to music while walking too sometimes. So, so do you have an unlimited plan or are you so many minutes or what for your internet? Oh, that makes sense. That's smart. Yeah, you always, especially when you know that you only have a certain amount, you got to be careful. Ah, cool. Rubik's Cube is cool. I used to have one. I might still have one around somewhere. Not really. I had one as a kid, probably close to your age when I had mine. And that's when they first came out, Rubik's Cube. Sometimes I got it sometimes, depending on how, for lack of a better word, it is, was messed up, how messed up it was. But unfortunately, a lot of times I got lazy and I just did one thing, took it apart and put it back together right. I wasn't keeping score back then for time. I know that that's a thing now, but and there's people that started that stuff back when I was young, but keeping score how fast you could do it in, but I never kept time of how long it took me. That really didn't become a thing till later. For me, it's faster to solve it than to reassemble. Well, that's good. Well, like I said, it depends on how messed up it is when you get it too. And nowadays, there's videos probably on how to solve it too. Where in my days there would have been no videos. You know, you got YouTube to look up to. Oh yes, how do I solve the Rubik's cube? What are the strategies? We never had that. Oh, you're saying the world record is less than a minute, I think. I used the slower and simplest one. Slower and simplest one of what? Method to solve it? Wow. That thing must. I swear somebody would have had been going the speed of a flash to do it. It couldn't have been too messed up for 4 seconds. Is there like a video on YouTube about it or whatever? But you don't but you get 1 minute to watch. You get 1 minute to watch before solving it. Oh, so you get a minute to look at it, to see everything. So you've basically planned everything out in your head. So then you just simply got to be the Flash. I should check that out. Yeah, for sure. There's would be lots of algorithms. Yeah, I could see there being, that few. Yeah, there's a lot more, but yeah, if I had access to that information, if I decided to avail myself of it in the day, it'd probably be a bit better. Of the cube, and it gives you the fastest solution possible. Oh, I can believe that. That's probably what those guys have. Or do they have a phone to, or whatever to take a pic of it? Get a computer to tell them what the fastest way to. Excuse me. They can't. Okay. Okay, let's go back to comics. They probably practiced a lot though with all that sort of stuff. They probably done every way known to man. The practice that would be put into something like that would probably be astonishing. West. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen recently a instead of a nine sided, like 16 squares. Okay, I haven't seen the 5 by 5 by 5, but I think I've seen the, or maybe I have, but I thought it was 4 by 4, 4 by 4 by 4. That'd be one big cube at 21. Yeah, I've had the three a few times. I've thought about getting a new one. Is that for the four or for that 21 that you were talking about? Okay, so I never saw the 20. Yeah, I bet. Just moving the darn thing. It'd be how do you fit that in your hand? That lizard looks way better color. Thank you. Lizard lady, black camion. You're gonna. You need to know that all cubes any size while solving it, they become eventually 3 by 3. Ah, now let's see. Do we have any eye colors here? Nope. So let's get to make all this stuff up by ourselves. Aren't we lucky? Reduce, reduce, reduce. Let's see. Expand. What do we got? Oh, what do you want to know uh about the Beyond the Gate stuff? Do my best to explain, but the Beyond the Gate stuff. It's basically three or four of us or more. No, Beyond the Gate is there's like four or five of us, maybe a bit more. We're gonna make they're what they're calling an anthology comic. We also have our own stories in it about what our own characters. Um, Trying to think. Like Manny will have a set of a character in it or a story in it. Maybe something that you know or don't know. I will. Um, Tank will. John will. And we might have a couple other people that have stuff. We're not sure exactly if there's going to be a theme or a genre at the moment. We're in the midst of working everything out. As and it's probably going to be a 75 plus page book. Well, John's working on stuff. I'm probably not going to. Well, you mean Manny's Angel, Surreal. His Angel of Death, as well as the Skunk Girl. But Tank's got some stuff that he could probably put in too. You might not have seen the stuff. The helmet guy. Yeah, I think so. He was on Manny's last night. He was on mine last night. He was on John's this morning. Now, me, I'm probably going to use my characters from a different universe I'm creating called the Dark Light universe. I haven't got a lot on that universe done yet. Probably mine, yeah. John's will probably be hand drawn. Manny's might be a combo, or it might be all digital. But I got to come up with a bit of a script. I got the character I think I want to work with. Got to come up with a profile on her. Exactly what her powers are. Possibly how she got them. You all need original stuff. Yeah, for sure. We do need original stuff, new stuff, interesting stuff. Um, yeah, I probably will. Maybe it'll be stuff that I'll do. I might end up doing stuff on Saturday afternoons from now on. I won't have a set time. It'll just come on, do whatever. Oh, maybe a bit more fun stuff. I don't know. Depends on what's going on in my life. The Friday, I think so. It should be. I can't see why not. But mine is way too thin. Some ways doing live stuff's a lot easier than making a video and having to edit the video. I find, anyways. Like I might take one Saturday afternoon. I can't see. I'll share for a second. Something I've been wanting to do for a few weeks. On a Saturday afternoon, I might take something like my Wonder Woman here I got strictly to paint and transform into my character. I might do it live, take her, paint her all white, and then paint her up as the character that I want and cut out some stuff to, like a cape and all that, and glue it on her and all that to make her into one of my characters. Or that's a thought, stuff to do on a Saturday afternoon. One of the ideas for a Saturday afternoon, just having fun hanging out. Hey, Mr. Pete. What contest is that's for you tonight? And what time? when when you and three other guys draw. I meant you. Oh, it won't be a contest, but it might be. Hopefully, yeah, we might. Uh, I know we were talking. Oh no, it won't be tonight because Manny is going to be out. He's going to be out with his wife. Yeah, I'm remembering now. Um, but yeah, we can maybe have some other people on. I'm not sure what we'll do. I'll be on tonight, probably around 10:30. I'm supposed to be drawing something for sure. I know it's supposed to be sci-fi this week, but I have no idea what or sci-fi today. But I forget what sci-fi. I got to find my schedule thing. So hopefully we'll get something going for sure. Okay, hopefully see you tonight, Mr. Pete. Bye, Mr. Why did you do the head small? Well, the head's not much smaller. I just did the hat smaller. It's supposed to be a baseball hat, and I realized I had made it too big before. So I corrected that, as you see. Hey, William. You don't play. You just play rugby and soccer. No baseball. Yeah, baseball seems to be a Canadian slash American thing as well as a Chinese thing. Okay, I'm gonna get the rest of him done before I start messing with his shirt. This guy is a bat guy. No, Iron Bat. This guy is a comic book guy in my universe. He is part of the supporting staff, supporting cast of the Flame, and he is really, yeah, same here, William. Well, sometimes I love it, sometimes I don't. But anyways, this guy's into comic books and all that for that. So he, in my universe, I've created a comic company called Merge Comics, and basically Merge Comics consists of all the DC and Marvel that we would know of, the characters merged. So I merged Iron Man and Batman to get Iron Bat. So he's wearing an Iron Bat t shirt. And he's holding a Super Spider comic, which is Spider Man and Superman combined. Tony greater than Batman powers too. Yeah, but could you imagine if Batman created his suits always of armor like Tony and had the power to them? Tony does, and he could do that. Or if Tony started adding, all the gizmos and gadgets that Batman has. I think they've done an analysis, and most people say that Tony is richer just because of all the stuff that they show that he has, all the Iron Man suits and all that. But that's one way to compare who's richer. Or I'm not sure if there's any other ways. Personally, I would think they're probably close to the same. I don't I don't see Batman's income. Well, he owns Wayne Enterprises, and they do all sorts of research and stuff. They have government projects. They've got their hands into almost everything, just like Tony Stark does, or whatever. He did sell weapons, yeah. But Batman's into farmers. Batman or Wayne Enterprises, they're into lots of different things. I'm not sure what Tony's empire is into besides weapons, but Wayne Enterprises researches pharmaceuticals. They seem to research everything under the sun. So I think, in some ways, I think Bruce might be richer, but I can't prove it. And Wayne Enterprise does do some selling of weapons, especially if you look at the Nolan ones. Like you see all the things from the first one where there were government projects that ended up becoming the Batman's arsenal. On Batman's. Oh, can I send you one? Yeah, sure. Or send me the link on Facebook. Well, I think that's where you would have sent it, anyways. Oh, they don't let you post links here unless you're me or a moderator. I guess I can make you a moderator for a few seconds. There, you finally got it, Bob. Are you happy? Type and see your power. You can now post the link to the video. No, there's John's got mod powers. Chester's got mod powers. Pope Fire's got mod powers. You're the only one right now. Where did I put my headphones? No abusing the power, Bob. Okay, let's see. Well, I'm stop sharing. Yeah, that was definitely funny. Okay, let's see. I need. Oh, that was Electro, the original look for Electro. The guy in the green and yellow was Electro, the original look. Okay, as much as that's funny, and I liked it, just because of the language, I don't want. Yeah, there isn't. Well, I think there's a new look. He's had a couple different looks. He had a different look in the Amazing Spider-Man movie. And he had a different look in the Ultimate Spider-Man. Uh, I think you more mean the underwear look. It's hard. I like the classic look for sure. I don't mind the one without the quote unquote underwear, at least for the underwear look, just because it's classic. It's been around for years. I'm not going to lose any sleep over the new look. I don't mind it. Yeah, I'm a fan of Superman. I like Superman. He's in my top five of favorite heroes. Since he can't nail down number one, he's probably. I like all pretty much all superheroes as well. I have my favorites, which Superman is one of, but I'm not. Like I said, usually if there's a superhero movie out, I will go watch it. I've missed a few in my day, yeah. What's your one? My favorite? I'm not sure what my number one favorite is. I've basically narrowed it down to saying my top five or top four. Spider Man, Superman, Batman, Green Lantern. Well, in particular, Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern, and Wolverine. Now, out of those five, I'm not sure whether I could narrow down, an order. Okay, we Trump is not Jesus. Jesus is Jesus. And that's all we want for that. Yes, I support Trump the best I can, but neither of us in this chat at the moment are Americans. So preaching to us about Trump isn't going to get you anywhere. I'm in Canada and the other guy is in Italy. Yes, I'm North American, but I'm not an American. I don't want to be an American. I love being Canadian. I do not like my prime minister at the moment, but I love being Canadian. Okay, that's enough of Trump. I don't want any controversy in here. I don't mind Trump myself, but we try and keep this chat pretty cool. I am not an American. Bob is not an American. He's an Italian. Yes, he loves me. I know that. So, like I said, but I don't mind Trump. I think he's a, but that's all I really want to go into for in here. This is not a political forum. I think the name for it all, the cross and comics. Oh, yeah, let's see. So, what? Where's Iron Man? What do you mean, Iron Man or Iron Man? Bob, why isn't Iron Man in your top five? Where's he's at in your top? I'm not sure. It's in the top 100 for sure. Probably even the top 50. I like Tony Stark, but I don't know. Oh, that's good, eh? Everybody can have their fave, right? Or more accurately, for me, oh, Flash is definitely. Flash would probably be in my top 10 of mainstream heroes. Well, I don't know too much about One Punch Man, so I can't say. What's your most hated hero? Ooh, who do I hate the most of all superheroes? I hear a lot. Trying to think. Squirrel Girl? The new Captain Marvel, although I haven't read much of her. So that's probably not fair. I haven't even read much of Squirrel Girl, but I've heard enough about her. Oh, just because of I don't know, maybe probably because of the agenda that they're supposed their Marvel's using to try and push with them, or writers or whomever. Would be my best guess, but other than that, I'm not even sure. And I'm just saying that off the cuff. I think I'd really have to think about it. Oh well, who's my hero I hate the worst out of big heroes, the big name ones? Um, trying to think. Who are the big name heroes? uh, trying to think. I'm thinking of all the different ones. Or trying to. Yeah, for big ones, you got various Green Lanterns. Uh, um, Hawkman. Adam. I like Supergirl per se. I don't like what they're doing with her. As actually, from what I've heard, they're doing in the comic books, and I don't like a lot of what they're doing on the TV either. Series. uh, Adam. Hawk. The Hawks. I got one. Some ways, Damian Wayne, Robin. Think he's a bit of a jerk. I even like him a little bit. Um, Marvel, Iron Man, Spider Man, Thor, Hulk, Captain America. Black Widow, Hawkeye, Green Arrow. In their good state. Oh, hmm. It's hard to say. Is that blood? Where? This? Oh, I'm not sharing again, am I? No, it's not blood. It's fruit punch. Sorry, I've been dry. I forgot that I wasn't sharing. Or tracing. I fruit blood. Pick one, Rick. Starfire or Raven? Ooh. That is a hard choice. You know, one they've both overcome a lot in their lives, and I haven't read a lot with both either of them. Um, to me, they're almost neck and neck, really, because I don't know. I know a little bit about both of them, or a fair bit. So, um, Starfire or Raven? Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think. Probably Starfire, but just by a smidge. You know, they're both fine. Neither of them are my favorite Titans. For me, it's easy. Yeah, but how much do you really know about either character? Yeah, make sure you tell her it was by a smidge too. And that my inner debate was minutes long. Both characters have very good qualities, in my opinion. I can judge by the Teen Titans Go. Oh, Teen Titans. Oh, that is not a real representative of the Teen Titans. That reminds me. Something I have to do after I finish here today, as long as I remember. Uh, well, I think about Raven for her, how she tries to, for me, Raven, if I were, you know, pick Raven, it was just, to me, she's overcoming her nature. She's always battling with her nature. What, you know, supposed to be, or what her father is. She battles against her father, who is, basically the devil. Um, who is my favorite Titan? Oh, Teen Titan. Who is my favorite Teen Titan? Trying. I was gonna say either Nightwing or Kid Flash, but I'm also thinking of the short-lived Teen Titans series that there was, I think, in the '90s, and I was thinking Risk from it. I know there's other ones there that. Five. From which five? Because you have to remember the original Teen Titans, who were five in the original, were Aqualad, now known as Tempest most of the time, Robin, Wonder Girl, Speedy, and Kid Flash. That's the original five team. Robin, please. Probably Beast Boy or Robin out of them. And that's warm. What's warm? Starfire's. Oh, the pet. Yeah. Oh, what don't I like? It's just too. It's not a superhero cartoon. Not in the least. They're using the names, but and it wouldn't be as bad as Riverdale or some other stuff I've seen out there. But to me, it doesn't represent the Teen Titans well. It gives the Teen Titans a bad name. Half an episode, or an episode maybe. Or I might have watched more. I might have tried to watch more. I forget, but I couldn't get through the stupidity of it. Although I did go see the movie, I'll admit that, unfortunately, because it looked like it might be half decent. The best thing about it was the mid scene credits. Oh, I'm sure you could find it nowadays, Bob. Fairly easy. Oh, I would have saw the first one. I would have downloaded the first episode. I would have gotten the first episode and watched it right when it came out. So I don't remember what the first episode was about offhand. I might even watched a couple and then it's like, okay, I can't stand this. It's been a while since I watched it, so or watched those first few episodes. I was happy that they were bringing the Teen Titans back, and then it's like they're bringing it back as this. It's like, ugh. Okay, I think I got everything here. I wouldn't think you would, but I don't know the order either. Usually, I like watching superhero cartoons, but that one I couldn't take much of. Uh, okay, they were serious, but they were joking about being serious. You could actually see that. What do you mean, done with the delivery stuff? For your stuff? Not yet. As soon as, in about an hour after I'm done this here, I'll be going out. Maybe 2 hours. I'll be going out, getting it mailed. So by the time I'm on my show tonight, I'll have your stuff done. I'll have it sent off. So hopefully sometime next week it will be in your hands. Yeah, well, I said the afternoon for me. Not afternoon for you, afternoon for me. Okay, let's see. Where's his backpack? Probably has something like that somewhere, but seeing as how this guy's not a teenager, I don't know. This guy's just a comic book guy. He works in a bicycle shop. Oh shoot, I forgot to do the cape there. Oh well. Oh, that's good. I wasn't exactly going for that when I did them in the red and blue, but I'll take it. Yeah, I remember doing Luffy D Monkey. The reference that you use for Luffy the same? The same as what? Him? No, I did this way before I did the Luffy, so. Oh, yeah. Colors, yeah, it's basically the same, yeah. Do, 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 do. Uh, if you are going to watch sub, yeah, I might. I hate subtext. I hate stopping it and reading it and stopping it and reading it, stopping it and reading it. It's probably better with that. You probably get more accurate what it's about, but Yeah, well, if I don't stop it and read it, I won't be getting the story. Okay, so let's take the color from the lettering there. Let's go to the yeah, well, unfortunately, I'm not a fast reader. What? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not a fast reader. I can't read the screen that fast as it goes by. Because I find usually they put the subtext up. They don't put them up long enough for me to read. Because I'm trying to do two things at once usually. I'm usually trying to watch the story and read. Trying to do both. It's ends up being a bit difficult, in my opinion. That's bad. Yep. Probably is. Okay, so let's see. Except for the red, and we got, I think, pretty much just some grays in the shoes we need now. Okay, so it's almost like that. We'll take the whole bottom of it. Delete. Control A. Over there. Control A. Expand. Can you draw the Nike symbol on the shoes? Yeah, I probably could. I'm just not sure whether he's wearing Nikes or not. Probably not wearing Nikes, but I can. It's fairly simple symbol. Okay, let's see. Two, black. A little sticker for the line. I think that's the Nike symbol. If I remember right. Now I just gotta think. Make sure all my other lines are. Oh, I know what I need. I need the. Okay, let's see. What is it usually red, the Nike symbol? If it's usually red, I got no problem putting it red. Make sure the hand here is right. Okay, so looks like everything is good again. Expand. Make. Let's see. back to his face later to finish it, but we want that color for his hand or hands technically. Okay, so let's get in here a little on the comic. Okay, so we got that done. Let's go up to the shirt. Let's get all this done properly. Oh shoot, I knew I forgot something. Let's go. It keeps. Okay, I don't know why it's. Yeah, it looks more like Owlman doesn't it? That wasn't what it was meant to be, but or it even looks a bit like the Beetle from the Spider-Man villain, the Beetle. I got to fix that hand right there, make it black still. So okay, gonna take that black. Down to the shoes. Well, the old, I'm not sure whether you're thinking Blue Beetle, but there's an older Beetle that's a Spider-Man villain that it's just like a mask like that. So we got left his nails, his part of his eyes, and that. So we'll do that in a second. Let's expand. We need to go right in here. Okay, so oh no. Actually, I can go down one for that. So. Okay, so Control A. And now, obviously, I wasn't trying to go with that. My point is just more the fact that although that's not the best faceplate, it's just a quick one for this drawing. Who's Taskmaster? I saw him in some cartoons. Taskmaster is basically he's a villain. He can basically learn anybody's moves by fighting them. Like he fights you once and he's got your moves down. And they're always a part of him. He has probably the best way to say it is photographic muscle memory. I have no idea. I'm not sure how he became like that. I don't know a lot of the characters' details, origins, however you want to put it. I know. Hey, Rick. Rick. Hey, John. Yes. It's the real Cross Comics channel. Yabba dabba doo. Okay, so let's see. We'll grab that. Put it in there. There. Oh, there. You wouldn't see that corner. It's under the cape. Remember, the power can be taken away, Bob. That which I giveth, I can taketh away on the digital channel. Okay, so that looks like the Iron Bat shirt is done. Hey, Bob, type something. You missing something, Bob? The Batman on the shirt is actually from my merge universe, from the comics for my cross comic universe called Iron Bat, which is a cross between Batman and Iron Man. Chad, type. But see, that's just like God. God has all the power. Lucifer really technically had none. Chad, my friend, type anything. Okay. There we go. Order is really restored now. So there is Chris Milmine, part of the supporting cast of The Flame. Yes, but Bob, it's a losing battle to fight God. Heck, he has less of a hassle doing stuff than I did. There. Here, I haven't done the good version of Iron Bat yet. Oh, no. Oh, no. I know where we need to go. Well, I haven't. Photos. There's another version of the Iron Bat that I've done. Bob. Do you like that? Yeah, I haven't redone them yet. This is just colored good. Eventually, I'll redo them like a. You let's see. See here. Let me see. Here is a bunch of my amalgamated or my merged characters of DC Marvel. Aquaman and Namor for Aquamore. Color, not good colored yet, but That's Arsenal and Deadpool for Arsenal Pool. The Atom and Ant-Man for Adamant. Um, Iron Robin. I didn't combine Robin. Well, I sort of did. You'll see in a sec. I combined Azrael with the Black Knight for Azrael Knight. Um, well, that's Steel combined with Warhammer. I was originally going to call him Battle War Steel, but thanks to what's his name, Tank, I'm calling him Battle Steel now. Bishop and Booster Gold for Bishop Gold. Doctor Doom and Black Adam for Black Doom. Uh, Black Condor and Falcon for Black Falcon. Black Canary and Mockingbird for Black Mockingbird. Brainiac and Ultron for Braintroniac. Some cool blind. Do you have some blind cool guys? Blind good guys? Yeah, I have a guy called Blackout. He's blind. Kazam and the Hulk, or Captain Marvel and the Hulk for Captain Hulk. Superboy and Captain Britain for Captain Super. Maybe they should be Super Britain. I don't know. Taskmaster and Catman for Catmaster. Not the best name. I should choose something else, but Catwoman and Black Widow for Cat Widow. Crossbones and Bane for Crossbane. Cyborg Superman and the Silver Samurai for Cyborg Supereye. Cyborg and Deathlock for Psylocke. That's I forget the two characters for that. Darkhawk and Night Hawkman for Darkflight, I think. Venom and Obsidian for Dark Venom. Thanos and Darkseid for Darkness. Bullseye and Deadshot for Deadeye. The Demon Etatron and Ghost Rider for Demon Rider. Dove and Dagger for Dove Dagger. Dr. Fate and Dr. Strange for Dr. Pathways. Um, I will do that, but Bob, maybe you'd be better to tell me which two that you think go together that might go together the best, because I wouldn't have any idea. Sinestro and Doctor on the Spectrum for Doctor Spectrum. Electro and Livewire for Electric Wire. Electra and Batwoman for Electrobat. Vixen and Tigra for Feral. The Beast from X-Men and Beast Boy for The Green Beast. Hawk and Cloak for Guko and Kenshiro. Hawk and Cloak for Hawk Cloak. I'll take the hole in the chest. Uh, Manhunters from the Manhunters that the Guardians of the Galaxy created, mixed with the Sentinels for Hunter Sentinels. Well, I knew where Guko was from. I wrote that down. Ultraman and Hyperon for Hyperman. There's the Iron Bat. Iron Man and Batman. Iron Man, the Iron Spider and Blue Beetle for the Iron Beetle. Joker and the Green Goblin for Joker Goblin. Katana and Magic for Katak. Rhino and Killer Croc for Killer Rhino. Deathstroke and the Punisher for Killstroke. Lord Sinister for Maxwell Lord and Minister Sinister. I need more names. I can look them up. I wouldn't necessarily know their powers, but I can combine their looks together. Miss Martian and the Invisible Woman for Martian Woman. Professor X and the Martian Manhunter for Martian X. Miss Marvel and Wonder Woman for Marvel Woman. Batgirl and Moonstone for Moonbat. Morphling and Metamorpho for Morphling. Elongated Man and Mr. Fantastic for Mr. Elongated. Mr. Terrific and Black Panther for Mr. Panther. Owlman and Nighthawk for Night Owl. Nightwing and the Scarlet Spider for the Night Spider. Nova Corps and a Green Lantern for the Nova Green Corps. This is Robin and the one, the only Bucky. And together you combine them and you get Plucky. Gangbuster and Luke Cage for Power Buster. Star Sapphire and Cyclops for Sapphire Lock. Johnny Quick and the Wizard for Quick Wizard, I think that is. Ra's al Ghul and Apocalypse for Ross Ellipse. This is Raven and Marvel Girl for Raven Girl. The Ray and Sunspot for Ray Spot. Daredevil and Red Robin for Red Devil. Um, well, the Red Hood, Jason Todd Red Hood, and the Winter Soldier for Red Winter. Rip Hunter and Cable for Rip Summers. Zatanna and the Scarlet Witch for Scarlet Anna. The Flash and Quicksilver together for Snap. Instead of you'll be there in a flash, he'll be there in a snap. Yeah, but Raven and Starfire are in the same universe. I do want to combine Starfire with somebody. I'm just not sure who at the moment. This is Spoiler and probably Gwen Stacy, Spider Gwen. For I'm not sure what name. Spider Spoiler. This is Wasp and Bumblebee combined together for Stinger. This is Superwoman and Power Princess together for Super Princess. Rogue and Supergirl together for Super Rogue. I've already got Batgirl. Again, that's the same universe. Blackfire. Spider-Man and Superman for Super Spider. Groot and Swamp Thing for Swamp Groot. Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch, and Firestorm for Torch Storm. Bob, you're using the same universes. I want a Marvel character with Starfire. These are all a Marvel character and a DC character combined. Not a DC and a DC. Vision and Red Tornado for Red Tornado Vision. Triplicate Girl and Stepford Cockaroos. I'm trying. For Triplicate Cockaroo. War Steel again, or Battle Steel as is going to be known now. Wildcat and Puck for Wild Puck. Lex Luthor and Wilson Fisk for Wilson Luthor. Okay. One Punch Man and Chupacabra. I wrote those right down. Wonder Girl and Molly Hayes for Wonder Haze. You mean Chewbacca? Chewy for short. Well, that's it for the ones at the moment. Okay, we'll see you later, Bob. Have a great day. Um, I'll try and take a picture of the package when it's all together at the post office before I mail it off. Oh, wow, it's almost 3 o'clock. Okay, so that means I've got to go too. So it's almost 3. I want to do a couple things before I have to leave here. So thank you very much for tuning in. Remember to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. Um, hit the notification bell to know when I'm going live. Share, comment, check out the links in the description. They're to my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook stuff. A couple of other things there too. Okay, so we will see everybody later. Have a great and beautiful day. God bless. See everybody later.